Yes, we've survived another week. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to you. I'm really hoping everybody enjoyed grabbing their own screenshots of eyes and putting them side by side with their drawings yesterday. To me, when you see it side by side, it really shows you the things you could work on. I was able to get a helpful student to allow me to show you guys her side by side, and I think it really helped her understand that she had a little too much white under her eye. Her nose was turned a little upward and could be turned downward, and maybe more shading stood out. So I'm going to kind of take a little glance real quick. I want to know and get some feedback from you all on how that went yesterday, creating that side by side. Maria, would you mind talking with me?
Yes, I'm here.
So, did you struggle to get the side by side image?
No, I didn't correct some of the part of the eye and the nose, and I put it side by side with my old and new drawing.
Very
And then,
cool. Do you mind if we look at that just to kind of see and get some feedback? You're my experimental case.
yeah, okay, it's okay.
All right. So, oh, whoa. What a difference. I would like to see the original photo. Oh, this is 3/4 view. Oh, look at you go for today. Great. I can't wait to see that shaded. So, going back to this, I love how you did that side by side. I love how you did the value range and you try to get that all in, but I want to see that guys, the real picture. So, I have that. And I'm gonna grab that so we can compare it a little bit more. Because in art, we always use feedback and we always, compare. We can critique our own stuff a lot of the times just by doing this whole side by side reference of any photograph that we've taken or something that we're using as a reference. And we always get feedback from our peers. Today, I'm going to pretend I'm your peer. Well, actually, I'm going to ask one of your peers to participate and giving you some feedback. Because what we want to see is this side by side now. Who has some feedback for her on this new revision that she did compared to the old one? The nose is a huge difference. I'll give you guys a minute. Somebody please pop on. Robert. I'm going to torture Robert.
What did you ask us, bro?
Do you have any more feedback for her about her eye when it comes to the reference image that she could work on?
I think she did pretty good, but just a little advice, I guess, is right under the iris, just add like another line for the eyelid,
Yes,
just so
that
it looks
water
more real.
line is missing. You see here how there's a line right here, and then there's another line right here, and that's where the lashes start. So to me, that's all you really need, sweetheart, is that additional water line.
Okay, I'll make sure to add it as well.
And don't be afraid to shade that skin nice and dark and get all that in there. That'll make it come alive. It's lighter right here on the nose. And I know the nose isn't what we're working on, but if you want to push your skills and be more advanced, it's those kinds of things. Because he doesn't have white skin, he has values. So his face is a lot of 3s and 4s, a bit of 2s. So this is a great learning opportunity, and I think Robert gave some really helpful feedback. Fantastic. I'm going to look at Sonia's here. Who has some helpful feedback? Give looking time, because I bet you guys can do this better than me. Maria,
Yes.
do you have some helpful feedback?
Maybe like on the iris, it's like a little bit more like if it pops out like the eyes, the lids. Okay, so like maybe like the
You're breaking up. We can't hear you. One thing I noticed, Sonia, are you on the line?
Yeah.
Your eyelashes don't go the same direction as the ones here. These go down, like little
Okay.
happy faces, and then these ones go out. You see more of the lashes along the side down here. I would maybe make a line right here. It's like you could adjust it a little bit, right? I wish I could draw on this for you. Is there a way for me to draw on this? I think there is. Annotate. Where is the Does anybody know how to draw? Draw. So I would That's a little sloppy, sorry, this is my first time. Go like that, and then that's like the water line here. It seems like there's flesh tone. I didn't draw this that well because I don't know what I'm doing on this. And then the lashes go this way. And I'm doing a horrible job. You realize that. And then it goes like this along that line. Do you kind of see that? So you really got to pay attention to the direction the lines go. And this is your first time. You know, we're all using room to grow on this. So to me, I see this line right here of where the eye is, and then these lashes, and you do a lot more than what I'm doing here. Some are longer, some are shorter, and then it kind of goes this way out. And then you have here, it curves up a bit, and then these lashes go out this way. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So I'm not doing a great job of this, but if you could take a screenshot, I think that'll help you. And also, you have a water line here. You did that. Very good. And then I see it right here. Now let's talk about the eyebrows. Robert, do you have any input about her eyebrow compared to this eyebrow?
Um, the eyebrow looks fine, but I would just say from the
Really?
tip, like the beginning where it's thick, right above the eyelash, you should start there and then just continue back.
To me, it looks like it goes this direction. I could be wrong. It looks like it needs to be adjusted higher. And obviously, it's hairs. You see that, Sonia? So
Yeah.
if you could do me a favor and just take a screenshot of this
Yeah, I just did.
and then make the adjustments. So thank you for allowing us to use your image with the audience. I know that that's kind of, ooh. Oh, another thing I noticed is the crease. This line right here, I didn't draw it very well, but there's an eyeball crease. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, now take a picture. And these are just minor little tweaks. I see where she's going with this. She's totally going to get all of her points. But, this feedback from your peers and from me is only going to make you a stronger artist. You're a beginner right now. And there's nothing wrong with you getting feedback from your peers and from me to grow as an artist. Be welcoming to constructive feedback. Nobody's here to hurt your feelings. We're here to learn from each other and become a community of learners. I learn from you guys every day. So, this to take your ego out of it, you know what I mean? Is there somebody else that's willing to participate in some constructive feedback?
Can I have mine looked at too?
Wait, what?
Get
You do? I don't know who you are.
MJ. Yeah.
Yes, MJ, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this drawing thing. I don't know how to do that. Undo?
Oh,
Clear. Clear drawing. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to MJ. MJ, where are you? I don't see you. Does anybody see? Oh, there she is. All right, MJ. I like this drawing tool. This is my first time. I don't see your side by side.
Oh, okay. I'll resubmit it.
Yeah, it
I
has to
must have.
have the side by side image, just like how I showed you guys on the agenda here.
It must have glitched.
No problem. We'll come back to you. Anyone else that's a brave soul? There's nothing wrong with getting feedback. This shows that you care about your grade and making improvements. Any volunteers? I see somebody's in the chat. What's going on here? The nose looks small. I don't know which one we were on for that. I wish you spoke up during the critique. Julietta, can you handle it?
Yeah.
I know you're brave. Let's give looking time. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Let's first talk about the iris. Did she put enough dark values in her iris? Yes or no? Use your words. There's all these people chatting with me.
Not really.
Okay, so she could use more dark values of what?
Around the iris.
Right in here, all
And
these
then on
dark
the
shadows
top.
of the window and the lashes, maybe? I love that she noticed the direction of the eyelashes going down here. And, oh, I'm going to try to get the pencil. Sorry, I'm still learning how to do this. How do I do that? Draw. Okay, so she did these perfectly up until this point, and then they kind of curve this way. It's hard to make them blend. Lashes go in all kinds of directions. She picked a very strong photograph. She did a great job with her lashes. Um, what I notice is right in here, this is a little odd, and I'm not quite sure how to explain it. Maybe like that, a little bit more. It just goes outward, and that doesn't look right to me. Does that make sense, Julietta?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. So a little darker shadowage in here, and don't be afraid to shade right in here, because right here it's really dark, and that'll make the eye pop more. So it's just a little more darks. You did a beautiful job. I love how you did the straggler eyebrows, and they even kind of go off a bit more, and they're blurry. If something's blurry, draw it blurry. These are blurry in here, so you could like add a few of these and then soften it with a Q-tip. I can't believe I'm drawing this way. This is so funny. You did a great job. And there's some highlights in there. Excellent. You weren't afraid to put the wrinkle in. You could add a little bit more shadage in those wrinkles. So it's just adding a little more darks. And that's usually the biggest problem with all of us. We start light and then we're afraid to put in those darks. But once you're happy with the placement of everything, you go on with your bad selves and get that in. I think you have more lashes you could put right here. Obviously, it's got to be in the right place. It's hard for me to draw with my mouse, but I think you get what I'm saying. You want to take a screenshot of that? This person has crazy eyelashes. Look at that. You know what? You're putting your lashes in the water line. That's what's going on here. She has a water line right here. And then she has this gap in the eye right here. You see that? Then the eyelashes start. So we're learning from each other's work. You got to have that water line. There's no lashes that grow in the water line. Thank you so much for letting us use this piece. Great job. Very impressive. All right. Do we have any other willing participants?
I'll participate.
Yes, please. Talk to me. Who are you?
Padilla, Catherine?
Okay, let's look. Oh la la. And it's weird because it's kind of blurry in that picture where it cuts off. I'm gonna because my brain doesn't work very well. I'm gonna draw where it cuts off. Oh, look at my straight line. Look how bad that is. So this doesn't count any of this space here. And this kind of blurry. So maybe you can like draw a background of shading right here because it looks like a different color in the skin just to help us understand that that ends. Gosh. Any input, you guys? I'm looking at this line and I want to say it goes a little bit further out this way. And then like that. And it's like smudgy mascara. Kind of drips. I can't draw with this very well. You get what I'm saying. And then you would just kind of go like this with some more crazy lashes and whatnot. The eyebrow, great job. There's like a more shading involved in the flesh. And then right here, it's really light in this area. And then there's like a light reflection in all of this area. And it's darker here and here. And you would just kind of like erase out to get some of that reflection. There's also a lot of reflection right here and here. So that means you just go darker on either side of it to get that vibe. So you know what? The iris can go down a little bit longer. Anybody else have any feedback that I'm missing? Maybe a straggler eyebrow?
Hi, can you check my work? Because I'm great.
Who are you?
Maria Arteaga. Maria
Maria?
A. Yeah, Maria A.
Maria A. Yes, I would love to. Um, Catherine, did you take a screenshot?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. This is fun, guys. I love that we're doing this as a group and we have willing participants. Makes me feel like I'm not alone in the classroom and we're having conversations like we would in real life if we were live in the classroom. All right, Maria A. So I'm going to give you guys class time to work on your 3/4 view eyes today as well. Maria, you didn't put it side by side with the other image. You were supposed to put it side by side with the other picture and then take a screenshot. I'm taking a screenshot of this. And then I'm going to this guy. And you need them side by side when you take your picture for us to do this. So ooh, that didn't work very well. What the heck? I'm trying my best to do this for you. So in the future, Maria, you got to make a screenshot and then put them side by side for us to critique. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. So, MJ, do you have any helpful feedback? I feel like I need to make this smaller.
Maybe make the little reflection in the eye a bit wider.
Yes, and how you do that is making everything else darker around it. Anybody else? Trying to make them the
Those
same.
eyes look like they're facing like 2 different directions.
Oh, I lost it. Hold on a second, guys. Ugh. So make sure you put them side by side. You're saying the eyes are looking in 2 different directions. To me, I'm going to try to draw on this. This one kind of points down a bit more. And then this one, this is a hard eye you picked. Just slightly different. So they're saying that the highlights need to be brighter. So in order to make the highlight brighter, you got to go darker with your shading around. If that makes any sense to you, do you understand?
Yeah.
I feel like this eye, oh, I can't draw very well with this mouse, is you have it a bit wider than what it is in the picture. It's smaller. But it's beautiful. You did a great job. Y'all are beginners, you're all learning. It's a little bit thicker right here. This one, I feel like it goes a little lower, so maybe erase out some of that. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time drawing on this. The nose doesn't look like it's in the right place. Oh my god, I'm making it wrong. It looks like it goes wider. And this is me just trying with this weird mouse. I'm sorry. Ugh, I'm having a hard time with this mouse. And then there's like a line right here with some shading. So if you want to do a screenshot of that, please, and then kind of play with that. And there's a little nose ring right here. It's hard to tell until you put them side by side similar to each other. Good work, guys. Good feedback. Thank you for stepping up. I know it's not easy, but the more, we shouldn't be wallflowers hiding. We should embrace constructive feedback. So that was a great example of how we can work in class and help each other. This student here, Jessica M, did a great job of putting a photograph side by side. Try to make them the same size. If this was zoomed in more, I could see more of the details. Those eyebrows are amazing. Don't be afraid to shade the skin, okay? Because it looks like white paper still. The eyeball should have some shading in here. The actual drawing aspect of it, it looks pretty dead on. But we need to shade the skin. We need to shade the eyeballs. The pupil looks much darker in this image than it does on yours. Good job, Jessica. I like the side-by-side. It's very helpful. Any questions for me on that? Any questions in general? This person did a great side-by-side. And so this is the same kind of aspects we want to do. Awesome. Don't forget you have a water line, Robert. And eyebrows are individual hairs.
I know I messed up a bit, but I just need to add that line.
To me, your eyebrow curves up more. And it kind of arches down, and there's little stragglers. And they're individual brows. Don't ever draw them solid like that. I taught you guys how to draw eyebrows and eyelashes, and I expect you to use it.
Yeah, sorry, I accidentally shaded it in.
Don't be sorry. This is learning opportunities. We're all in the same boat. How you can make that white look brighter is going that much darker in the shading, because we can't, your eye is not that light. It's pretty dark. So you can shade it darker to make that white look brighter. Making everything around something that's light darker will make the white pop. Okay?
Okay.
So this is learning. This is how we learn. And this is my first time trying to teach it this way. It's so bizarre. I would usually sketch this with you in the classroom, shade with you in the classroom. I'm doing the best I can. All right, I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna go to the next one that kind of stands out to me. When you guys don't put them side by side, it slows me down and it's not following directions. And I think a few of you didn't catch the memo, even though I explained it in the video. Robert, is this a side by side? Where's your reference image? How am I supposed to help you? Ryan Lefebvre, where's your reference image? Oh, I guess he's not
I
here.
forgot to add that.
Yeah, I put it in the agenda. It was really clear of
Yeah, I
what I
messed up.
wanted. Okay, so I'll send that back to you so that you can, I'm just going to return it because I'm not grading something that's not what I asked for.
Got it.
All right, you can do that for me real quick. So a few of you put in just one image. It doesn't look like a side by side. So I'm going to send those all back to people that didn't send me the reference images because when I'm trying to get all the grades done and we need to follow directions. So you have the rest of the period to get that fixed. And you're supposed to be working on today your 3/4 view eyeballs with your reference picture side by side. So I put a whole example of how you would do guideline and how you would draw the balls. Same concept as what we were doing before. Please look at the reference images here. Pay attention to like the guideline of what angle your eye is supposed to be drawn. You're supposed to be drawing 2 eyeballs today side by side. So I'm just going to continue grading the work from yesterday with students. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. And remember, there's all these reference eyeballs and how to draw them down here and shade them. So use them. They're there for you. And I'm more than happy to help you with any questions and guidance that you may need today. I will put the proof of practice up right now.